Karen Goldner, who's the director of the Small Business Development Center of the Women's Business Development Center, is joining us this morning. And Karen, you have a great story to tell about the programs that you're involved in. So tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. Well, the Women's Business Development Center works with women-owned businesses primarily, not exclusively, but primarily. And we find that women often face a lack of being taken seriously in the workplace in general, but also in starting a business. So we work to make sure that they have access to capital, access to information, access to contacts, and access to contracts. One of our clients, Stephanie Hickman, who runs Trice Construction, which is a concrete company that she took from being a family-owned business to being a very major infrastructure utility company, said that what she found is the most important thing is to be prepared. And that was great to hear from the point of view of somebody who works with companies to help them be prepared. And she said you have to think this stuff through, and you need to think through, what are your skills, what kind of capital are you going to need, how are you going to get that, who are your contacts, what are your strengths, how do you make up for, the deficiencies that everybody has, right? How are you going to build a team? And that's how she's been able to take what was really a kind of a sleepy, family-owned concrete business to a major concrete construction company.
And that's kind of an infrastructure question. So your organization is a state-funded organization, but you have participants in the private sector as well as the public sector.
Right. Yeah, we're certainly diverse funded, and our focus is that wide range of diversity. So sometimes when people think about contracts, they think of only government contracts, and certainly the government, federal, state, local, buys an enormous amount of goods and services, but private industry buys more, and so we really like to help companies access those contracts as well, and we do that through certification programs and also one-on-one counseling and so forth. But what's really important is that you can then take advantage of opportunities as you get them. One of our other clients on kind of the small side is a woman named Wanda Kobar. Wanda became famous a couple years ago. She makes costumes and other kinds of fashion, and so she's been doing high schools and that kind of thing. But she did a Katy Perry knockoff kind of dress for Halloween last year. She ended up on national television with this and had to hire people to be able to keep that going. So she's then added more sort of celebrity kinds of clothing to her line, and she's got some Prince stuff and some David Bowie stuff. So it's a matter of also being prepared, but also being able to then take advantage of opportunities when they come up.
So preparation, certification, what other tips do you have?
Well, I do think that people don't like often to think about the money, right? And it's very tedious to sit down in front of a spreadsheet and map out your expenses and map out your, when you're going to get paid and all of that. But you have to do it because it's so much cheaper to do this sort of thing when you're sitting in your jammies at your kitchen table than when you've, got employees and you've ordered product and you're not getting paid, right? So think about it in advance, do a business plan, and that really will help you. It'll pay off. And that's really what Stephanie was talking about.
And as I mentioned, you are, although funded by the state, you've got access to federal, state, local, as well as private sector.
Absolutely.
Great. Karen, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much, Fritz.